locked the military K-9 inside a hospital room because they thought it had gone insane. But 30 seconds later, everyone outside the door was begging to get it back. The dog wasn't barking at people. It was barking at something no one else could see. And when the security cameras were finally reviewed, they captured a terrifying figure that had been standing behind the nurses the entire time. What happened inside that haunted hospital changed every survivor forever. The military K-9 had faced gunfire, explosions, and dangerous missions without fear. But the moment it reached room 317, it froze. Then it started growling not at a person, but at an empty corner. No one at St. Mercy Military Hospital could explain what happened that stormy October night. The hospital had once served wounded soldiers returning from war. Decades later, most of the building had been abandoned. Only one wing remained open for emergency patients, while the older section stayed locked behind rusted steel doors. People working the night shift often shared strange stories. Some heard footsteps echoing through empty hallways. Others claimed to hear military boots marching when no one was there. Most ignored the rumors. Until that night, Nurse Emily Carter had only worked there for 6 months. She believed every strange sound had a logical explanation. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the emergency entrance doors burst open. 2 soldiers rushed inside with Rex, a highly trained German Shepherd military K-9. Rex had served overseas for years. He had detected explosives, rescued injured soldiers, and saved countless lives. But tonight, something was different. The dog wasn't injured. He wasn't sick. He was terrified. His ears were pinned back. His breathing was rapid. His eyes stayed fixed on something behind him as if someone invisible had followed him into the hospital. When the medical team tried leading him toward room 317, Rick suddenly slammed on the brakes. He refused to move. Then came the growl. Low, deep, warning everyone to stay away. The soldiers looked confused. We've never seen him act like this, one whispered. Then every light in the hallway flickered at once. The temperature dropped so quickly that everyone could see their own breath. And somewhere in the darkness, someone whispered Emily's name. Emily spun around. No one was there. The soldiers heard nothing. Only she had heard the whisper. Trying to stay calm, she convinced herself it was exhaustion, but Rex wasn't calming down. Instead, he slowly backed away from room 317 while staring directly inside. His eyes never blinked. Hospital security arrived minutes later. Officer Daniel Hayes checked every room. Nothing. No patients. No visitors. No intruders. Everything appeared perfectly normal. Yet the security cameras began malfunctioning one by one. Static filled every screen covering the abandoned wing. The oldest janitor in the hospital quietly walked over. His face turned pale after hearing the room number. 317, he whispered. You should leave that room alone. Emily asked why. The old man hesitated before answering. Years ago, during the war, an entire surgical team disappeared inside that room during a power outage. No bodies, no blood, nothing, only abandoned equipment. The military sealed the investigation. Officially, it never happened. Emily laughed nervously. Ghost stories didn't belong in hospitals. But before anyone could continue talking, Rex barked loudly. Once, twice. Then he charged straight into the abandoned hallway. Everyone chased after him. The old hallway looked frozen in time. Dust-covered, broken wheelchairs. Medical charts lay scattered across the floor. Old military photographs hung crooked on cracked walls. Rex stopped outside room 317. The door slowly creaked open. By itself, inside, nothing. Just an old hospital bed beneath a broken ceiling light. Emily stepped forward. The room felt strangely cold. Suddenly every flashlight went out. Darkness swallowed the room. Only Rex kept barking furiously. Seconds later, the emergency lights flickered back on. Emily screamed. The bed wasn't empty anymore. An old military uniform now rested neatly on the mattress. No one had placed it there. Officer Hayes immediately searched the room. No hidden entrances. No windows. Nothing. Security later reviewed the hallway cameras. The footage shocked everyone. The video clearly showed the hospital staff running into room 317. But Rex never entered. Instead, the dog stood outside the doorway barking at something no camera could capture. Then something even stranger appeared. For less than 2 seconds, a shadow shaped like a soldier walked through the wall behind Emily. The recording suddenly ended with loud static. Experts blamed equipment failure. No one believed them. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily returned the following night. Only Officer Hayes and Rex agreed to accompany her. This time they carried extra lights, body cameras, and backup generators. Everything worked perfectly until 2:17 a.m. Exactly the same time. The hallway lights failed. The body cameras shut off. Their radios filled with strange whispers. Rex stood perfectly still, and he slowly walked toward room 317. Instead of barking, he whimpered. Inside the room, Emily noticed fresh footprints appearing across the dusty floor, one by one, as if someone invisible was walking toward them. Then a voice echoed softly, "Don't leave us." Emily's heart pounded. Officer Hayes shouted, demanding whoever was there to identify themselves. Silence. Then dozens of voices answered together. "We never left." Every light exploded. Glass rained onto the floor. The walls shook violently. Rex lunged forward, barking at the empty air. Suddenly the freezing cold disappeared. Everything became silent. The footprints vanished. Only one thing remained, a military identification tag lying in the center of the room. The name belonged to a medic, officially declared missing over 50 years earlier. Military investigators quietly arrived the next morning. They collected the identification tag, interviewed every witness, confiscated the security recordings. Then they ordered everyone never to discuss what had happened. Official reports listed the event as an electrical malfunction, but those who were there knew better. Emily resigned from the hospital only weeks later. Officer Hayes transferred to another city. Neither ever spoke publicly about room 317 again. As for Rex, the fearless military K9 never returned to active duty. Whenever anyone mentioned St. Mercy Military Hospital, he would lower his ears, tremble, and refuse to move. Years later, the abandoned wing was permanently sealed. Heavy chains covered every entrance. No visitors were allowed inside. Yet local residents still report seeing lights glowing from the empty windows at exactly 2:17 every morning. Some claim they hear military boots marching through halls that no longer exist. Others say a German shepherd's warning bark echoes through the night as if Rex is still protecting people from something hidden beyond room 317. Was it the restless spirits of forgotten soldiers? A secret military experiment buried beneath the hospital? Or something far older that had been waiting in the darkness all along? No one knows. But one thing is certain. Everyone who entered St. Mercy Military Hospital that night walked out alive. Yet none of them ever remained the same. And if you ever find yourself standing outside an abandoned hospital, and a trained military dog suddenly refuses to go inside, you should probably listen.